Welcome to the Dare to Dream radio show. This is your host, Deborah Dachinger, and it's wonderful to have you here today. How can you get in touch with us? Well, go to my website, deborahdachinger.com. Remember, that's DACHINGER.com. Also, Facebook, love to have you there. Facebook fan page is Dare to Dream Radio and TV. And YouTube, go to Deb on the Radio. Deb on the Radio is where all of these go. Twitter, Deb on the Radio. Join us. And so today I am talking about heroes and sheros. Who are the heroes and sheros in your life? And are you walking and talking your vision of your life? Are you? Where are you at with your dreams and your goals? Awesome, because today is a new year. Right now, new year, new day, new moment. Make a new commitment to yourself, because it can't feel good to sit on something that wants to be birthed. Yeah? People can't keep the baby inside. Animals can't stop the animal from coming out when they're about to give birth. And when we have a dream to stop it, really, it's sick. It's toxic, right? It's the same kind of experience. So think about who's been a hero or shero in your life, because they have really mapped the way for you. Some of them have become icons for you. They have been archetypes, and they've shown you ways to do things that you never would have thought of doing. They've opened doors and vistas for you. My grandfather was one of my heroes, and my grandmother. My grandfather, although he has not been alive for many years now, was truly life-saving. First, I was born into a broken family. It was chaotic at best, and parents who had trouble raising children because they had trouble raising themselves. I don't know how else to put that, but they had issues in life just being themselves, let's say. And because of that, I feel that we were so blessed to have my grandparents, because they created that steady force for us, that presence, that love, that nurturing, and that affection. My grandmother was a shero because she was very nurturing, but I want to say, for Shoah, my grandmother was the silent force behind the family. She knew what she was doing. She had some really cool business acumen. And my grandfather was my hero because he gave me things that a kid really wants. Some fun experiences that I needed to have, and laughter, because he was a real character. He made me feel heard. Most importantly, he made me feel heard. My grandfather had a quality that made him a star, because when people walked in a room, he made them feel like a star. He just had this way of shining his light on you to make you feel so special and so important and appreciated. And he would sit down and ask the most wonderful questions and really listen. That's not something we experience much, but I can tell you right now, that is a gift you can give somebody else, to really feel heard and listened and paid attention to. My grandfather was groundbreaking in his time because he was into all sorts of really interesting psychological techniques, and he loved what he did for a living. My grandfather, right guy, right place. He did many things before he got to what he was supposed to do, but he got to be the little star he was meant to be in the who's who of international music and teaching and inventing and working with people and changing their lives. He was a success. He was always thinking, he was always creating. He was my hero. Walt Whitman said, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And then go and do that, because what the world needs is people who have come alive." There's a story, an old story about a dog who's sitting on its owner's porch, and the dog is whimpering and moaning and yowling and carrying on, and finally a person who's walking by asks the owner, "What's wrong with the dog?" And the owner says, "Well, the dog is sitting on a nail." And the passerby says, "And why doesn't the dog get up?" And the owner says, "It doesn't hurt badly enough yet. It doesn't hurt badly enough." How does that fit in your life? What is the nail you're sitting on? What dream or goal do you yearn for, fantasize about, think about, and not get up and off to do it? Why doesn't it hurt bad enough? What does it have to take for you to get up and do for yourself, and by virtue for the planet, what is supposed to happen? Are you sitting on a nail? When are you going to act on it? And success is an intentional response in life. You can think about being a swimmer, if being a swimmer is your thing, and you can read up about being a swimmer, but at some point you actually have to jump in the pool. You actually have to swim. You actually have to get the experience of getting wet, of moving your muscles, of what it feels like to move through water. That's what will inform you to do it to have the experience, to get better. So it is with goals. Expand your comfort zone by facing your fears. It's okay to face your fears. Believe me, at some level we all have them, or we all have limiting ideas about, well, I can't do that because I don't have X, Y, and Z, or I can't do that because I'm not this, or it'll never work out anyway, or, I always blank. Whatever it is that we decide upon that holds us back, too hard, too much, too this, or we're too little, it's silly. It's not true. The universe would never have given us these gifts unless we were supposed to be doing it. And it's okay to go through the fear. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to go, this is really uncomfortable, and do it anyway. Expand your comfort zone. That's success. Taking risks. I'm looking at my tea. I want my tea. Just be yourself. And that was being myself. Just be yourself, because the world doesn't need a duplicate of anybody else. We got plenty of them. What the world needs is you. That's why you're here. Be authentic. Be yourself. That's the greatest gift you can give to anybody in this world, and to yourself and to the planet. Trust me. Bring your personality to each experience. Every job interview, every opportunity, every event, anything you go to be, check yourself before you enter that door and go, me. I just get to be me. That's pretty easy. That's much easier than putting on an identity tonight and thinking I have to be anything else but. Because if they want you, they're going to want you. Trust me. Success is having some place, a vision, a desired future state. Happiness, then, is the journey to get there. In order to realize success, you must get off the proverbial nail. Don't complain, just start wherever you are. It's very important to get moving and to take that first step. Action, action, action. Confront your fears and realize the benefits of doing that, of confronting your fears, are happiness. It truly, extremely is. Expand your comfort zone and just be yourself. Because you are in this world because there's something you're meant to do, something you're here for, something you're meant to be. Just release any of those illusions that hold you back. Because when I look out at my world, and there are heroes and sheros, and I think we could sit around in a group, a global group, and talk about who they are for each of us, those people who shone through when others seemed not to, or gave us something that nobody else could access within us. They were so important. Remember when you step into why you're meant to be here and who you're meant to be, or whatever the next phase importantly in your life is, and you're there to give. When you do that, you become someone's hero. You become someone's Shero. Someone out there is waiting for you to light the way, show them the path, waiting for you to be who you are already, and let your gifts out into the world, because there are lives that you're going to impact just by being yourself, taking opportunities and moving forward. Get off the nail. Get off of it. Ouch! You're not here to suffer, and we're not here to listen to you suffer. So let's do something for us all, please. Doesn't it hurt badly enough already? I thought so. Get off the nail in your life and go be a person who is alive. Dare to dream. Dare to make those dreams come true. Join us.